finally did it. You got your job, you got your visa, and now you're on your way to come to the UK. If that was you guys, and I don't even have a healthcare background and I want to come to the UK, I will do all of these courses. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nancy for those of you that don't know me, and if this is your first time here, welcome. For my returning subscribers, you guys are just amazing. Thank you so much for coming back. Now, as promised, in today's video, I'll be telling you guys how you can move to the UK and bring your family with you by coming as a senior carer or a healthcare assistant. But first of all, I want us to talk about who is a senior carer and who is a healthcare assistant. As a healthcare assistant, you will be helping your patients or your clients or residents either at home or in the nursing home. You'll be helping them with just basic activities of daily living like cooking, personal hygiene like washing and taking baths. You will also be responsible for maybe taking them outside to get some sun, just for walk, and even going with them for shopping. Now, as a senior carer, you are going to be in charge of the healthcare assistants, all right? So let's say you're in a nursing home. You will be in charge of allocating their duties. Like in the morning when you get to work, you'll be allocating, this person will be taking care of room 1 to 5, and the other one room 5 to 10, 10 to 15, also and so. And then you will also be in charge of just supervising everybody else, because once you allocate rooms to each of them, you will also allocate rooms to yourself, but you will still be in charge of observing these people and helping them in any way that they need to perform their tasks, and they will be answering to you. And then you will be answering to the nurse in the unit that you'll be working together with, all right? Now, in some of the nursing homes, like the one I was in, we had a residential floor where the residents up there did not need any nursing care. So the senior carer in that unit was responsible for dispensing the medication. So they do go for training, and then they are shown how to dispense the tablets, they're shown how to sign the mark charts. So if you come as a senior carer, those will be some of your responsibilities, all right? And that is why nurses or a lot of people with a healthcare background are choosing to come to the UK using the senior carer method. Now that we know who is a healthcare assistant and who is a senior carer, let's get into this video and talk about how you will come to the UK. So the first step is knowing your requirements. So what are the requirements that you need to have for you to come and work as a carer, senior carer, or a healthcare assistant, okay? The first requirement is you having the 15 CARER certificates, all right? And I am going to read from a website that I found, and they are offering these courses. So I'm gonna read right now, and it says, the CARER certificate is an agreed set of standards that define the knowledge, skills, and behaviors expected of specific job roles in the health and social care sectors. All right? It is made up of 15 minimum standards that should be covered if you are new to care and should form part of a robust induction program. So some of these courses, when I came to the UK, there were certain courses that they require us to do online, and some of them you have to renew after a year or after 2 years. And even in my current job as an ICU nurse, there are some of these things that we actually do every year or every 3 years. It's just basic. Wherever you go, you will need to do this online, because you need to remind yourself about the standards that you follow when you're doing your job. So the 15 CARER certificates, they include understand your role, your personal development, duty of care, awareness of equality, diversity, and human rights, very important. Work in a person-centered way where you're giving care that is required by that specific person and not generalizing everybody. Communication, privacy and dignity, fluids and nutrition, dementia awareness, learning disability awareness, mental health awareness, safeguarding adults, safeguarding children, very important in the UK, basic life support, health and safety, handling information like information governance and all of that. And then the last one is infection prevention and control, very important. So all of these things are very, very important for people coming to work in the UK as senior carers, healthcare assistants, as nurses, as doctors, as everybody. So the question that people have been asking me is, whoa, which school do I enroll in Kenya? Where do I go to do this care certificates? This website, okay, let me go back to it. This website, and I'm going to leave a link down below. It is called CARER. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but it is an online skills of care institution that offers these courses. And I see here they are charging £10 for all of them, and you have 12 months anytime course access. If I was you guys, and I don't even have a healthcare background and I want to come to the UK, I would do all of these courses. When you get yourself to the UK, that £10 is gonna come back to you in, I don't know, within a day. It is all worth it, and you'll be bringing your family. Once you get here, you'll get settled and you'll be able to help other people as well. So if I was you, I would go online. They are very, very easy. Believe me, they are like the easiest courses you can ever do. So I suggest you go there. I will leave a link for those of you that are interested, and it doesn't matter whether you have a healthcare background or you do not. Doing this and then putting it in your CV and even mentioning it during your interviews, I guarantee you that this is going to boost your chances of getting a job in the UK as a healthcare assistant, okay? So let's move on. Requirement number 2 is English requirements. I know this is a whole other debate. I have done so many videos. I have had so many people complaining about IELTS. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I used to be one of those people. But the good thing about this IELTS test for the HCAs or senior carers, you are only needed to get band 4. Band 4, people, you don't even need to study for this. The other requirement is experience, all right? So if you are a nurse or if you're a pharmacist or you work in the healthcare sector and you've decided to come to the UK as a healthcare assistant, you are at an advantage because you can say you've been working in this hospital or this clinic for a while and you've gotten your experience of how to deal with people. If you do not work in healthcare, don't think you are at a disadvantage. There is always something that you can do to get experience. First of all, you can either go and get a job in that clinic or that hospital there, but because I know getting jobs is an issue, especially back home, you can always volunteer. And everyone will be so happy of you volunteering. You can never lack a place to volunteer, guys. And I know you'll start saying, oh, how can I work for no money? I'm not Mother Teresa. Somebody once told me that. But you know what? Think ahead. When you go and volunteer in this place, even when you're there, like a month down the line, you get an interview, and then these people are going to ask you, do you have any experience? And once you say that, oh, I started volunteering in this place and I've been working there for a month, guys, even if it's only 2 days a week, that is something special. You are increasing your chances of you getting a job to come to the UK. So step number 2 is knowing the documents that you are going to need for this entire process. In my previous video where I was talking about increasing your chances of getting to the UK faster, I talked so much about documents, and I'm just gonna mention in this video some of the documents you're going to need because it applies in both situations, whether you're coming as a nurse or a healthcare assistant or a senior carer. So first of all, you need a passport. Like I said, for those of you who haven't applied for passports, start applying for your passport. You need your birth certificate. If your documents have different names and you're the same person, make sure you get that sorted out because they need to know that it is one person that is appearing in all those documents and you're not trying to fake anything. The other documents that you're gonna need is your police clearance. You're gonna need your English exam, and then you're also going to need your care certificate, and we've already talked about that where you're going to do those 15 care certificate courses. And then if you are planning to apply for a job as a carer through the domiciliary or going to communities, that means you're going to offer care to people living in their homes. You're definitely gonna be needing a driver's license. So make sure you have your driver's license and you actually know how to drive. And when you get here and they give you a car, you actually know how to drive. Another document that you are definitely going to need is your CV and your cover letter. These are 2 very important documents that you need to work on to make sure you sell your skills or show them that you are the perfect person. Among all those thousands of people applying for jobs, they need to give it to you. So these 2, you're gonna use these 2 to show them that you are the person to get that job. Number 3 is job applications. It has become really difficult to get healthcare assistant jobs or senior carer jobs, or when people apply, they end up getting negative feedback. But don't worry guys, I think if you have your CV written properly, you have your requirements in place, and you're very good at interviewing, or you've practiced on how to do interviews, you have higher chances of getting this job. Now, the thing that I've been saying even to nurses is don't apply for 1 or 2 jobs and then, just sit there hoping that you'll get a positive feedback. Things have changed now. You need to apply to as many jobs as you can. If you join my Telegram group, I have been posting a few jobs here and there, and I'm hoping that there are people who are actually going to get the jobs from there. So if you haven't joined that Telegram group, please find the link down here. And also in my community page on YouTube, I've started posting some job vacancies there. So make sure you're checking out my community tab as well. So 3 places that you can apply for jobs is using agencies. That is, if you're coming from a country that is not on the red list. You can also apply for jobs directly to nursing homes. You can apply for jobs directly to NHS, where you come as a healthcare assistant. If you want to move to a certain city, just go on Google and find which hospitals are there or which nursing homes are there, and then go to the websites of those specific nursing homes and look for jobs for either nursing or healthcare assistants or senior carers. And then obviously using the job application websites. If you're not sure what websites to use for job applications, I have already done a video on that. This video right here, and you can also click on this iCard up here, and I am going to leave a link in the description box down below to take you to that video. And all you have to do is click on those links that I've put there and then search for the jobs through those websites and apply to as many as you can. And remember, like I've said, if you already have your CV, don't use one CV and send it to like 50 job places. Just tailor your CV depending on what they are talking about in the job description. All right, so whatever the job description says, tailor your CV to that and make sure you can actually perform those tasks before you apply. So step number 4 is the interview, guys. So you have gotten a positive feedback from potential employers, and now it is time for you to do the interview. I did talk about this in my last video for nurses, where I said the interviews now are being done via Zoom or Skype or MST. So depending on which one you agree with your employer, is going to be online. And like I said, be well prepared. Make sure you have good internet and a backup if you can. Make sure you're punctual. If something happens and you can't make it on time, just tell them. After you've passed your interview, your employers are going to do what is called an employment check, where they look at your references. So make sure you tell the people that you're listing as your reference, or your previous employers, or the people that you're volunteering for, that someone is going to be sending them an email to look for your references. And then they may also ask for your CARER certificates, because they want evidence if you said that you did the CARER certificate courses. And then some of them may also ask for your English exam results, just so they can know you can actually communicate in English. And then after you've done the interview and you pass, which you guys are going to do, they are going to offer you a contract. All right, before you sign your contract, make sure you read it properly. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, especially for nurses who are coming to the UK as senior carers. You need to know how long your contract or your visa is going to be. And even if it's 3 or 5 years, just know what you will need to do before you get out of that contract. If you're planning to work as a senior carer for like a year or 2 and then change into nursing, make sure you know if you need to pay them back before you sign that contract. So the next step, which is step number 5, is the visa application step. Once you sign your contract and you agree with your employer, they are going to apply for what is called a certificate of sponsorship, or COS. All right, it comes out as a certificate and it has a unique reference number, which is actually the main part of the COS. And in that COS is going to show that this employer is ready for you to come to the UK. And in that certificate of sponsorship, there is a place that they need to tick where it talks about the maintenance certification. And this just basically means that this employer is willing to support you on your way to come to the UK, and in such cases, you don't need to show a bank statement. So once they apply for the COS and they get it, they are going to give you an offer letter. So this offer letter, together with the certificate of sponsorship, you are gonna use them to apply for your visa. In some situations, your employer may decide to apply the visa for you, like fill in the form, but I would rather fill the form in myself because I will know what I put in that form. And in my case, I remember when I applied for my visa to the UK, I did fill out the documents myself, and they gave me a call because they wanted to verify all the stories I had told in there, because I had said I went to Sweden for this amount of time, and then I applied for a student visa to Finland to go to this university. I was there for a while, and then I was in this other place. So they will call you. It's so much easier for you to confirm to them that you've actually put the correct information. They don't always call everybody, but once in a while they choose to call a few people just to verify the information. You will need your English exam, of course, and also depending on which country, especially from where we come from, you're gonna need to do a TB test. And this TB test, you just don't show up in any hospital and take your x-rays there. They are going to refer you to a designated place where you go, and they have their own people who will do the TB test for you. It's usually an x-ray, and then they will give you the results on that very day. That TB certificate, you will also need it for your visa application. You finally did it. You got your job, you got your visa, and now you're on your way to come to the UK. Some employers may decide to pay the flight and accommodation for the first few months for you just for free. Some of them will offer to pay, and then you are going to pay them back. And then some of them will just tell you, oh, you know what, we've gotten you to this point, now it's up to you to pay for your flight and pay for your accommodation when you get to the UK. I know it can be expensive, but if you're at this point and your employer tells you to pay for yourself, guys, even if you are going to do like a harambe, like we call in Kenya, meaning you call your friends and your family and ask them to contribute for you, I would do that because there's nothing else remaining. You have done the most difficult part. You've already overcome that. I would suggest you pay for yourself if the employer says you do so, because when you get to the UK, even if you take a loan, you'll be able to pay back that loan. You'll be able to bring your family with you to the UK, and you'll be able to have a much better life. Because for all of us who were looking to come to the UK, we were definitely looking for a better life for us and for our loved ones. I hope that this has been helpful. Let me know in the comments. Please leave a like and a comment down below, because they are helping to get these videos reach more people, and I really want to do that. I really want to grow this channel so we can reach as many people as we can. So your likes, your comments, your shares, everything is appreciated. Thank you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.